Hi, I'm Riverboat Ronnie, and welcome to my podcast, The Inner Voyage. This is episode 8. Why are all of my relationships toxic? Well, the short answer to that is the problem is you. And how do I know this? Because I've spent many years of my life in relationships that started off great and always ended very badly, lying or cheating or what have you. And I didn't realize this for many years. And finally, I thought about it, and I realized that there was something that was missing in all these relationships. And I started doing a lot of work, looking inward at myself, and why do all these relationships seem to end the same way? I always thought that I poured my heart into these relationships and was there for these people, and they just seemed like in the end, they just went down in flames. And so once I noticed this pattern and I really started doing the inner work and realized that I had things inside myself that I needed to fix before I could go out and find a good partner. And that's the problem that most people are dealing with. I was meeting partners in the wrong environments, and I myself, would go out to bars a lot and just, there were things that were broken inside me that I hadn't faced. And one of the main things was bringing God back into my life. Once I brought God back into my life and I really did the inner work, meaning, I didn't date for a while. I worked on myself. And once I became the person who was dateable, then I attracted somebody who had done the work on themselves and they themselves were ready to date. But bringing God, back into your life, you're going to start to see the areas that you've been going wrong. There was a lot of work that I had to do on myself to become a better person. And that's the whole problem. You really need to look inward and find out the things that are broken inside you and fix yourself. And once you have fixed yourself, the right partner will come to you. That's just the way it is. It's unfortunate that I spent so many years dating and going through these terrible relationships over and over again. But it finally clicked with me that I needed to do the inner work, and that's what you have to do. You can't be jumping from partner to partner, and if you're dating and you're having the same outcome in every relationship, then I promise you, you need to work on yourself. Number one, bring God back into your life. And when you become a godly person, and you're doing the right thing all the time, you're going to start to see the patterns of where you've been going wrong. And then work on those things. Don't try to date until you're fully ready. Learn who you are inside first. And then the right partner will come to you. And it's as simple as that. It sounds simple, but doing the inner work is hard. It really is. You've got to spend a lot of time alone. You can't be going out with your friends every night or going on dates every night. You need to sit with yourself for a while. And find out who you are as a person, and then you'll see the patterns of where you've been going wrong. And as soon as you do this, I promise you that you will start attracting a totally different type of partner into your life. So get God back in your life, do the inner work, and I promise you, the right person will find you. Jesus loves you. Have a good day.